Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Osas-Daniel and I help great people to effortlessly achieve their burning desires faster so they can have enough time to enjoy their life anywhere they want to with those they love most, and also helping them to teach others to do the same. Alright, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I promised in my previous video. And the reason for that is because I actually want you to understand that what I do, what I teach, is not out of theory. It's not because I just feel like teaching something that I have learned or read from book, but out of my personal experience, because this for me, it's a purpose. This for me, it's my passion, and it is what I will do with all my life. All right. In the previous video, I shared with you how I achieved my goal that I have set for myself, a goal that was supposed to be achieved within 7 years. And I did that within 7 days. And I shared with you what I did, how I went about it, and how it all came about. Yeah, you may call it luck, you may call it coincidence, but let me tell you, the life, this world, the earth is too precise for you to have coincidences. There are actual laws that governs the earth. How come you have never coincidentally had the morning during the night, or having the sun shine when it's not supposed to be there? You just see that they are so precise. So the three other areas that I'm going to be sharing with you where I use the same law of desires and how to achieve it faster in my own personal life are three areas of our lives that you just have to give attention to. In fact, my mentor will call it the three non-negotiable games of life that you must play. And what are the three non-negotiable games of life? One is the game of health, two is the game of money, and then three is the game of relationships. So in these three areas, I'm going to be sharing with you how I have used the principles that I teach to also, achieve those goals and desires in my own personal life. These areas of life they are games that if you don't play them, they will play you. That's the truth. If you don't play the health game, be sure that the health game will play you. And I just hope that you won't be in the pitch with that game when you really do not have options or what to do. And the money game is also the same thing, and then the relationship game. Of course, on this earth, you can't live without being in a relationship with people. All right. Now, first, let's start with the health, game. And in my book, The Power of Your Desire, I documented this, story I'm going to be sharing with you in chapter 5. I talked about the fact that sickness and health, they all stems from the mind. They all stems from your desire. So you first need to understand that the health you have is not primarily a function of the causative agents of the diseases that you think are going about. And if you read in this book, I documented the fact that Robert Koch and Louis Pasteur many years ago, those German scientists, they propounded a theory that is known as the germ theory, which has actually taken over the center place in our health sector and even in science all over the world. And what did they state in the theory? It is that every disease is caused by an external agent. So they said that cholera is caused by vibrio cholera, and then they'll tell you that something like malaria is caused by Plasmodium falciparum, and then for you to come down with typhoid fever, you must have been infected with Salmonella typhi. There are different strains of Salmonella you talk about, and different species of Plasmodium that you will talk about. But why they propounded that theory that we have accepted in science today, in their days, they actually had a critic who said it's not true, that human beings are not sick. Human beings do not, come down with diseases because they were infected with those external agents. And the man went ahead to brazenly, got the so-called vibrio cholera, the causative agent, According to Robert Koch and Louis Pasteur, he got the cholera and gulped it in a cup like he was drinking water. He drank a large amount of that bacteria, and then what happened? The man did not fall sick. Yes. What they documented was that, oh yes, he gulped it, he drank it, he didn't fall sick. Instead of science to start searching and looking for the mystery behind what the man has done, they discarded it and upheld the theory of Robert Koch. So in our day to day, let me tell you for a fact, against the risk of being controversial, of sounding controversial, I'm going to tell you that I believe that health and diseases, they are products of our mind. Until a man falls sick in his mind, that man will not fall sick in his body. The body, it's like the computer screen. The body, it's like the monitor, the screen of a television. And you discover that what the screen does are the things that are being processed in the processor. So if there is no processor in the computer, the screen has nothing to display. So the same thing with the human body. The body is like the screen and our mind is like the processor. It is what goes on in our mind that our body displays. The body is a slave to the mind. So what is in your mind is what your body displays, even in health, even in finances, and in virtually every other areas of your life. Now, before I wrote this book and before I documented my own story, how I achieved my health, in my own way with this same law, I had to also go and discuss with some people. The question I asked was for people who were using glasses, like I was using glasses many years ago. And I'll share my own story with you. One of them told me that he likes the feeling of using glasses, until he eventually had a medical condition that made the doctors to recommend the usage of glasses for him. I asked another person, and the person said that when he was in school, he actually had desire that he felt intelligent people are those that uses glasses, and when you use glasses, it make you look intelligent, and he loved using glasses until he eventually came down with a eye condition that eventually made them to recommend glasses to him. I thought I was alone. Now I discover, if you find out, for those who are sincere, for those who are using glasses, please, if you come across this video and you resonate with what I'm sharing here, please be bold enough to drop your comment on the comment section so that other people will also begin to learn from it. Majority of those that use glasses actually love the feeling of using glasses. Majority, I can bet you for free. Yes, there may be some people who came down with that out of birth. I'll talk about that also. Now, when I was in secondary school, the fact was that I loved to use glasses, but I didn't have reason to use it. So I went to the market and bought a plain glass, using plain glass with a slim, a frame. When I put it on my eyes, and then my classmates were asking me, Osas, is this a medicated glass? Now I said no, because I didn't want to lie to them. But the fact that I was saying no, I didn't like it. I just wished that it was really a medicated glass. I just loved the feeling of using glasses. That was in secondary school. Many years after then, I got admission into the university, and in my second year in the University of Jos, I woke up one morning and my both eyes were red, and then something was growing out in between the black and the white part of the eye was growing out. And I could see it. It was painful, and then I couldn't walk under the sun anymore without squinting profusely. It was how I was looking. So I went to the hospital, and the doctor diagnosed me. The ophthalmologist said that I had astigmatism, and then referred me to the opticians, and finally I was given a medicated glass in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. And from that time till about 3 years ago, I was using glasses. I have been using glasses. So if you look at most of my social media photos, you are going to see me in glasses. Even the thumbnail for this video, you will see that I was using glasses. So that was about 3 years ago before I eventually dropped it. So how did I come about dropping the glasses? I came one day, and when I started reviewing what I was doing, I discovered that it was actually my desire that brought about the usage of the glasses. The body was just a reflection of what has been in my mind, and I eventually dropped the glasses without prayer, without going to the hospital, not for anything at any time. And for the past 3 years now, if I'm not mistaken, I've been without glasses. I keep these for proof, so that you would know that, oh, this guy is not. If you look at these glasses now, it looks very similar, or it's the same with the glasses I was using when I took the pictures that I still have on my social media handles till today. This was the last glass that I used. And I read every day. I read from the screen. I read, hard copies. I walk under the sun. I do a lot of things with my eyes. I no longer need these glasses again. Why? Because I have come to understand that it was my mind that produced the defect. So it is also my mind that was going to take it out. Now you will see so many documented, cases in the Bible. The woman with the issue of blood, what happened to her? The Bible recorded that she told herself in her heart that if I can but touch the hem of his garment, I will be healed. And immediately, his garment, she got healed. And then Jesus turned and said, "Go, your faith has made you heal." Excuse me, where does faith reside? Faith resides in the mind. Faith is a thing of the mind, and is very related, closely related to desire. You read in Mark chapter 11 verse 24, it says, "Whatsoever thing ye desire, when ye pray, believe that you receive, and you will have it." So I am here to let you know that I have achieved mine. And not just that, you will discover that since 2008, I have maintained my weight between 70 and 75. It's really not a matter of what you eat. Why? The food you eat is very important. Exercise is key to your health, but it must start from the mind. If you do not have the kind of health, the kind of stature, the kind of shape that you want to have, that you desire to have, to the point where you begin to buy cloth that are in that shape, even when your size does not look that way, you will not be able to do it. Even when you go to the gym, sign up for a gym for you to lose weight and all that, it's a thing of the mind. Until you are able to see yourself in perfect health, you will not be able to enjoy the perfect health. Haven't you heard people say that, oh, it is plasmodium malaria that causes malaria, it is typhoid, salmonella typhi that causes typhoid fever? I don't believe in that. I don't. The reason is because look at insane people. How many of the madmen in your environment you have given mosquito net to sleep under? How many of them you've asked to wash their hands before they eat? Yet they tell you that it was because your hands were contaminated, or you ate a contaminated fruit. That was the reason why you came down with typhoid. Oh, you were bitten in malaria. Oh, how is your environment? You have insecticide treated nets and all that. Come on, let's drop those bullshit. I'm sorry for using that word if it offends you, but we need to get to the point and let ourselves understand that until our mind accept that if this thing happened to me, I'll fall sick. You really will not fall sick. I live in a home even with people, and then sometimes they also fall sick. But I just believe that no, I can't come down with malaria because mosquito feasted on me. No, I don't believe in that. And I just felt that if you understand this, it will go a long way in influencing your own health. Yes, I exercise. That is a non-negotiable. I do exercise regularly. I jog maybe about 2 to 3 kilometers every day. That I'm not fasting. Fasting is also part of what you do for your health. And then I try as much as possible to take a good amount of water. Why all those recommendations are external laws that you put into place for your health, you should also know that the internal law is more important, because our outer world follows our inner world. I hope this help you understand the reason why I do what I do, because I've achieved my own goal in my own health, and I think I can help you to achieve same if that is your your desire at the moment. So feel free to reach out to me. There are several things documented in this book. If you want to have it, the copies are available for a token. And if you want to go through my coaching program where we can actually dive deep into the concept of all these areas I'm sharing with you, feel free to reach out to me. I am Osas-Daniel and I am the Mind Master. Thank you and cheers.